Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be recreating Two Sim Lane as a tiny home. Two Sim Lane as in the house on the hill. I think we should have a little bit of a look at the layout of the house. Everything's going to kind of be shrunk. That's kind of what I've got in mind. Although I am thinking maybe we won't have the exact same number of rooms. It might just be more the general shape of the house that we keep. To be fair, I think this house is probably big enough so that if you did shrink it, you could probably keep all the rooms. But it kind of depends how much we're going to shrink it. I mean, I think the rough shape of the house will be something like this, but I'd like to kind of tweak this a little bit and maybe make it a little bit smaller. I've shrunk the house quite considerably, so it really looks a lot smaller. I don't think the rooms are going to be as they were in the original house because it's harder to kind of make everything fit once the house gets a lot smaller. So I'm imagining maybe this is a little sitting area. Maybe we could have a TV, maybe not. Maybe a bookshelf, a downstairs bathroom. This could be a bedroom actually, but I think usually in Two Sim Lane I would use that back room as kind of like an entertainment room. Maybe with some music or a pool table or something. So we could still use it for that function, but it's just going to have to be a little bit less extravagant. And then I think this could be the kitchen. I don't think there's going to be a lot of space for a dining room, but maybe we could put something out on a little patio. Then upstairs, I'm thinking this could be a bedroom, a bathroom here, and another bedroom. It's funny because the original house has quite a lot of space in the upstairs landing area, and I kind of think it would be nice to have that in this house as well, but maybe we can't afford to use all of that space just for the landing. Although we could have this area over here maybe as a study, and then this bit here is kind of the landing. We'll see about that. I think we'll put some doors in for the time being. And then we need some windows as well. I want to keep this blue tile that's used outside. So we could have it something like that. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of the inside floor coverings the same. I think it might be good to change some of them. I feel like I might have gone a little bit over the top with the windows, although to be fair, I do think the original house has quite a lot of windows, and it is quite nice for it to be very well lit, particularly with these full-length windows. I don't know, it makes everything feel a bit more spacious for some reason. The house does look a little bit phallic from this perspective, but I think once we get some furniture in and some decorations, it won't be so obvious. Yeah, I don't know, I think it is starting to look a bit more like Two Sim Lane. Obviously it's not the same, but just very inspired by. I need to add a door to get to this balcony. Although I wonder if it's going to make these two rooms not that usable having these extra doors. We might need to rethink that, just because the rooms aren't very big. I think we'll start putting a bit of furniture in. I haven't done the pool yet, but we'll just see how the furniture starts to look first, I think. I'm thinking we have a little couch here, then there's space to put a TV here next to the entrance to the bathroom. It's a little bit tight down here, there's not that much space, but I think it'll be fine. I think we could put an armchair here and then a bookcase as well. I don't know, maybe that's a bit cramped. We could put the bookcase over here maybe. And let's put a phone and a burglar alarm. This bathroom is quite decently sized actually. We could maybe shrink it. I think because it's 4 tiles long, but just 2 tiles deep, I guess. We could maybe put a bathtub here instead of a shower. Maybe we could have a shower upstairs and then just have a sink. Or actually, maybe we could move everything around because you're probably going to use the bathtub a bit less. So maybe it makes sense to have the toilet nearer the door. And then we could put the mirror above the sink so that it doesn't clip with the windows. With the kitchen, I don't really know. It's kind of strange to have blue carpet and then make this the kitchen. Because I know originally there's like a room over here that looks like maybe it could be the kitchen that has this blue tile in it. But we're going to make this the kitchen somehow. Let's just place some kitchen stuff in first and then we're going to move it around and see how we can make everything fit. I guess if we moved this door 1 tile over, Then we could have a whole wall of cabinets here. Maybe even put the oven there, and then we could put another cabinet here. Would that work? Or we could put like a dishwasher somewhere as well. I don't know, it looks a little bit cramped to me. Maybe we don't need the trash compactor. I think we're going to change the flooring to something a little bit more kitchen-like. I think this would be the best place to have the dining room. I mean, it's not really a dining room. We could use this as a more formal dining room. We'll see, because I might want to just put like a pool table in there, or maybe an electric train or something. I don't know. We'll see. But while we're outside, we might as well put a little pool in. I don't know how big we want to go with the pool, because that looks a little bit big already, but then I'm thinking we are going to put some flowers and things around it. So let's put this tile around the edge. The original 2 sim lane pool has a bit more shape to it, so we could try and do something a bit more interesting. I'm not sure, maybe it's a bit too much, and maybe there's not really enough space. This looks a little bit cramped. I think we should, hang on, let's move these trees out of the way. We don't really need them. And maybe try and move everything down by 1 tile. It's like I kind of want to have the pool symmetrical, but I don't think the floor around it, like the tile, I don't think that needs to be symmetrical necessarily, because we're kind of having like a diving board and then a pool ladder on this side. I don't think the house or pool are big enough to really need like a really big pool with loads of different ladders and diving boards and things. I think if we just put a few flowers around this side, it will look a bit more finished. It's not quite as extravagant as the original 2 sim lane pool, but you get the idea. I'm thinking about maybe making this room 1 tile bigger, because we don't really have any decent sized upstairs room. Not that the bedroom needs to be super large, but it's just a bit difficult to put, for example, a bed and a dresser in the same room, assuming there's 2 Sims who want to sleep in the same bed at the same time. I think that's a little bit better. This landing area is still big enough. It doesn't feel too cramped, but I think we've got a little bit more space in this bedroom. Although we could maybe put a bench or something out on this balcony, and maybe, I want to say a chess table or something, so you could sit out and look down over the pool. I mean, this balcony is a little bit precarious because there's nothing supporting it, although it's not very big, so hopefully the house is strong enough to hold it up. I think I am going to put a pool table in here. It kind of uses up the entire space. Maybe, wait. Let's try a stereo. I don't know. Maybe it can be just a designated billiard room. I think that's what a pool table room is called. We could put maybe a couch or a couple of chairs at the end of the room. But yeah, it does look a bit cramped for some reason. Maybe it would be a bit nicer if we just made it like a space to hang out. And yeah, either dance to the stereo music, or if somebody wants to play the guitar, then this could still be kind of like party room, like a room you could use for parties. Actually, we could delete one of these windows and maybe put an outside door there. Then we've got a little area to walk through here. This room is going to be just a small children's bedroom, so there's not going to be a lot of space for lots of toys or anything, but it will still have all of the basics. I think we could still have a toy box, or maybe a doll's house. I think we should have an easel out on this balcony, so you could stand out here and paint nature. I'm a bit tempted to change the floor in here because, I don't know, we don't need all of these rooms to have this blue carpet, but that is kind of how the original house is, and it doesn't look bad. Maybe we'll leave it. I think we'll add a few lights on the landing, so it's not too dark up here. And then I'd like to add a desk here, right at the front of the house. And then this is where the computer is going to be. So this is our study. This room is not really tiled like a bathroom, but we're going to keep it anyway, like this. Because this room, it's like originally kind of over here in the original 2-sim lane, if I remember correctly. But I just think it would be nice to have a shower in the house, because downstairs we just have a bathtub. I think we have all bases covered. The house is not too cluttered up with furniture, so you should be able to move around all right. This space here looks a little bit empty. Maybe we could put actually, maybe we could put this statue here. No, leave that statue there. Let's put a different statue in this corner. I wonder if the house does look a little bit tall and skinny. I think I'm just used to seeing the original 2-sim lane, so it looks a bit strange seeing a house kind of in a similar shape but not really be the same house. I will leave a link to download this house in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.